what we'd like to do is start this afternoon's negotiation session with a PowerPoint that Alan Mathison prepared. We've not included the salary figures for CUs. They have a much more complicated salary structure. However, we're confident that the inferences drawn from the teacher salary data will hold true for our CU members as well. So Alan's going to do that now.
Hello. Okay, if any of the members of the team cannot see, if you guys want to move your seats out, otherwise you can listen along. I know you guys are going to be tucked back there. Okay, so I set out to tell whether St. Lucie County teachers are underpaid compared to other counties. I'm a very logical person, step by step, trained computer science major. So I'm very step-by-step. So my first step was to try to figure out what report would be helpful in determining it so we can compare ourselves against similar counties. Okay? The Florida Price Level Index, which is used in the calculations for the Florida Education Finance Program through the district cost differential. So when we are funded by counties, we are partially funded on how expensive it is to hire equally qualified personnel across districts. So this is a great report to tell. This was published, it says 2011, it was published in January 2012. So it was January of this year that it was published. And this report uses extensive data, wages, occupational, location, all sorts of things to try to determine how expensive it is to hire equally qualified personnel. As you can see, this is actually a color-coded map. So you can tell which districts are more expensive to hire quality across districts. As you can see, mostly the rural counties are the lighter shade, they're less expensive, while the large urban counties like around Jacksonville, Tampa, Palm Beach are more expensive. Please also note that both Martin, Indian River, and St. Lucie are very similar. Okay? Like I said, generally the rural counties rank lower. It is a general thing to say we cannot compare Indian River and Martin to St. Lucie County. But as far as this is concerned, they're very similar. Okay? Specifically, those are the ratings. And actually, in 2010, St. Lucie was higher in cost than Indian River County, and only 0.1 behind Martin. The state uses a 3-year average of these also. The closest ones that I wanted to do Indian River and Martin County because they're geographically, so I also wanted to find ones that were almost exactly like us. The closest ones on either side of us are St. John's and Osceola. So if we want to hire quality personnel, we need to be similar to St. John's, Osceola, Martin, and Indian River counties. So for this PowerPoint, I'm going to be comparing our county to those 4 counties. This is a historical perspective. I have the maximum at the maximum rating on the index, and the lowest at the lowest rating on the index. Historically, these counties have always been real similar. They're a little bit further apart in 2009, but they bunched right back up. So these counties are a perfect tool to compare us against. Okay, so I went through the data report. This was published in August 2011. They have not come out with the new version of this yet. I actually emailed them the other day and asked them when it's coming out, and they said within a few weeks. So if we're going to hire one, I use this report, which also has average salary, median salaries, years of experience, maximum minimum salaries, and history of salaries too. Okay, the 4 other counties in our county, I have the average salaries of these counties. As you can see, although this report, the report says that we should be hiring quality personnel paying similar to these counties, we are well below these counties, ranging from $3,100 to $4,200. The state average is $45,732. We're at $42,413, about 7.3% behind the state average. Here's a graph of these 4 counties over the last 5 years. As you can see, where we started out, relatively similar. St. Lucie has fallen off a cliff compared to these other counties. While we are the only one that has gone down over the last 5 years. The only county of these that has gone down. Median salaries look even worse. The median salary ranges from $3,500 to $5,600 behind these other counties. That is actually 8.3% behind the state's median salary. This is hampered mostly, not only the fact that we've been locked without a step or raise for 5 years, also the first 5 or 6 steps are so low, it puts us at a competitive disadvantage against hiring other counties. And not only hiring other counties, but retaining the quality teachers in this county. As you can see, we are only behind one county in years of experience. So saying that our teachers are less experienced doesn't work. So even though we have been here a long time, we are still even further behind these other counties. It shows that our teachers have remained loyal to the district and their kids. Okay, maximum minimum salaries. I have all these up here. The Indian River is a little bit lower than us, with the exception of bachelor's degree. But we also have to keep in mind that our first 5 or 6 steps for teachers goes up so slow that it takes forever to reach these. And I want to go over how many years experience a teacher here would have had. Teachers hired in 2004, 2005, so for example, me, I was hired in 2004, 2005. I have still not hit, this is my 8th year teaching, I have still not hit Indian River's minimum salary. Teachers hired in 2000 have not passed Martin County's minimum salary for bachelors. Teachers hired in 1999, when I was still in college, have still not hit St. John's minimum salary. 40% of our teachers with bachelors in the county are paid less than St. John's minimum salary. This puts our county at a competitive disadvantage for hiring and retaining quality teachers. So I personally emailed all these counties and asked where they were. Indian River's 2 steps behind, Martin's 1 to 2 steps, Osceola's 1 step, St. John's is 1 step. We are 5 steps behind. Okay, comparing teacher salary to total funding. Okay, so I'll use the school district funding report. This is 2011-2012. Now, the Florida Price Level Index, which in my first report is listed first, and I also ranked them. There's the average salary. Our salary rank is 44th. It should be close to that 23rd. If we are going to be hiring and retaining quality teachers in this county, we need to be paying us like it. We should be, as you can see, all these other counties are very close. St. John's a little bit above, all the others are within 1 or 2 slots. We are we are 21 spots behind comparing our average salary to the Florida Price Level Index. That's the 6th biggest difference in the state. Okay. Comparing the percentage of money spent compared to teacher salaries. St. Lucie spends 47% of its total funding on teacher salaries. The state average is 51%. So our funding is not going towards salaries. As you can see, we spend less than St. John's, less than Indian River, less than Martin County, and less than the state average. Okay? The argument that we've had are cuts. Yes, we've all had budget cuts. We're right in the middle of all these other counties. Yet we're the ones that aren't getting the raises, we're not getting the steps. It hasn't been significantly worse than other counties around the state. Okay, upon examining this, what conclusions can we draw? Okay, St. Lucie teachers are severely underpaid compared to similar counties to hire personnel. We are 3 to 4 steps behind similar counties. Average 7% less pay than those counties, and our median salary is 8% below them. While we have been hit with horrible budget cuts, these other counties have found ways to pay their teachers. Resources must be allocated to the school and classroom level immediately if it's going to help alleviate severe pay discrepancies and hire and retain high-quality employees. Okay, and I also put a note on there that this is just CTA because CU is complicated because so many counties require them to work different months out of the year. I want to conclude with a reading from Yertle the Turtle by Dr. Seuss. Then again from below in the great heavy stack came a groan from the plain little turtle named Mac. Your Majesty, please, I don't like to complain, but down here below we are feeling the pain. I know up on top you are seeing great sights, but down below we too should have rights. We the turtles can't stand it. Our shells will all crack. Besides, we need food. We are starving.